digest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Hi guys, and welcome to THFC to or Die, your home of Tottenham past and present and exciting future, of course, under Thomas Frank. Now, different locations, different times, but never ever will I miss a Spurs watch along. And this is before the whistle, where we go over the team that Thomas Frank has picked for the mighty North West London derby against the mighty West Ham. Well, not really mighty, because they love playing with bubbles, and they got Barney the dinosaur as a mascot. What more can you say? But big up to you guys. Thank you for watching. It is great to be back streaming again. Yes, haven't been streaming. A lot's happened in the 2 weeks since the last 1-0 defeat against Bournemouth at home before the international break. Daniel Levy's gone. Tottenham okay on the new era. Look, my views on that, I'm gonna put out on a separate video for you guys. I have a lot to say in it. I don't think a lot has changed, but look, that's just my opinion. But guys, this is what it is. There's the substitutes going down. I will bring up now the West Ham lineup. Oh, that's the Spurs one. Here's the West Ham lineup. They've gone for Harmison in goal. They've got Walker Peters, Kilman Dwarf, Ward-Prowse is in there, Fernandez is in there, Paquetá's in there, and Bowen as well. Bowen's the one that rarely worries me a lot about this game. He always seems to raise his game when it comes against Spurs. And we don't have a great record at London Stadium either. I think our last win was under Jose Mourinho, and that was his first game in charge at Tottenham just after the sacking of Pochettino. So we have a woeful record there at the London Stadium. A couple of games have been there, and we really haven't. We haven't put in the performance, and it's been downright bad. But this is the Spurs lineup, and I wish Tottenham would change this, by the way. Let me get that. There we go. I wish Tottenham would change this, by the way, because last year they had the team in order where the teams were playing in the positions. But this one's now done by numbers. We're starting with Vicario on goal. We've got a back four of Romero, Mickey van der Ven, Jed Spence, and Pedro Pero. We've got a midfield three of Papa Papasar, Bergville, and Palunia. And then the front three, Tell is playing as a striker with Kudos one side and Xavi Simmons wearing the number 7 shirt, the famous shirt, number 7 shirt of Sonny. He starts on the left-hand side as well. On the bench, we got a Bentoncourt, we got Kevin Danso, we've got Ben Davis, we've got Brennan Johnson. Kinsky is the replacement goalkeeper. We've got Kulu as well. Colo could make his debut for Spurs today. Wilson Odegaard, your doggies on the bench, and the Brazilian pigeon, Richarlison. There you go. That is your teams, guys. Let me know what you think. Look, I'm quite happy. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Spurs win. I think West Ham in such bad form. And everyone, pardon me, everyone thinks, but they beat Nottingham Forest 3-0 last week. Nottingham for the international break. For me, Nottingham Forest are at war within themselves. They sacked a manager that I think is doing a decent job. They bring in Ange Postecoglou. There's going to be friction there. So I think that for me was just a freak result last week. I think West Ham are not good enough. I think the manager is not good enough. And you speak to a lot of West Ham fans, they want Graham Potter gone. This is a golden opportunity to put behind the bad performance we did against Bournemouth. And we'll see. I just got something from Shamu. Has he done it for me again? Let's see. Hopefully you have. Big up to you, Shamu. Thank you so much. I love that for the watch along. Good man yourself. Thank you, Shamu. Really appreciate that, bud. So I will save that. I'll put that up for the watch along. Big up to you guys. Let's see who's in the chat and members as well. Big up also to Giant68. Big up Dermo. Big up Dave, Giant68. Great to see you back, sir. Nice to be back. We've got Gerard O'Connor's become a YouTube member. Big up to you, Gerard, as well. Dogs of War required here today if Spurs are to get any result. Totally agree with you. Giant says bench is bad. The bench isn't bad, actually, to be fair. It's a strong bench. When was the last time we had a decent starting 11 and a decent bench? I think I'm really impressed with the bench. I think, look, they've got players that can come on and change a game, which, to be fair, under Tottenham has not been the thing we've had in the past. And big up, this is the Hammers FA Cup. They will be up for it big time. Yet they will be up for it big time. They will be. But guys, look, I'm looking forward to this. It's a West North London derby. It's time we go to the bubble blowers and pop their bubbles and send them home crying tonight into their jelly eels, into their pints of lager, and let them cry in the West Ham pubs as the mighty Tottenham take over the West End of London, and say it is Lily White and it always will be Lily White. They can sing I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles. We can sing We're Forever European Champions, so they can say what they want. That's what we are. A little bit on Daniel Levy leaving. Look, I'm hearing a lot of people saying it's a new era for Spurs, it's a new era for Tottenham, a new dawn. And I don't think it is a new dawn. I don't. Look, Enoch were the owners. Daniel Levy worked for Enoch. Joe Lewis would have given Daniel Levy a remit. This is what I want you to do as chairman. And Daniel Levy did it very, very well. No disagreement. Off the field, he done it perfectly. Then why all of a sudden have they now said, right, we're going to change tack now? And also, what I want to know also is why did they sack Daniel Levy? Had it to do with something with 150 million that was pumped into the club for transfers, which I think that wasn't used. I have to do my checking up on that. I think today's about, I think we need to forget about Daniel Levy. We need to forget about the politics. We need to forget about the past. Look forward. Starting today, we've got a great game to get back from our 1-0 defeat at Bournemouth. Today, put 3 more points on the board. Go up in the top half of the table and keep going at it. But, I think the Daniel Levy thing will grumble on. And I think Enoch have January for me to prove to me that they are different, that it was Daniel Levy and it wasn't them. We have to see what Charlie Lewis and Vivian Lewis does. We have to see what I think it's Charlie Lewis' son as well that's involved in the club. We have to see what Vinay is going to do. Does what role Paratici plays in this? Where does Johan Lang, does he stay at the club? He hasn't been sacked yet. So, is there a restructuring within the board? Was it the reason why we didn't do so well in the transfer window as well? That why we didn't buy players? Because there was too busy fighting in the boardroom of trying to leverage other people, trying to people levy out, trying to it all. I don't know for you guys, but for me, I felt, I looked at the press conference last night. I even said to Mr. Trott, I said, Thomas Frank looks a hell of a lot happier than he did before the press conference for the Bournemouth game. So make of that what you will. Make of that or what you will. Big up to Keith B as well. Big up to you, Keith. Hoping who else is big up to him or big up to you. Well, guys, that is it. That is before the whistle. I think today we're going to go out. We're going to play a very expansive game. We're going to set up. Setting up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. The one thing that really intrigues me is playing Tell up front as the striker. You've got Kudos and Xavi Simons on the wing. I would have thought he would start with Colo today, but he didn't. He went with Tell up front. And is this the game that will mark Tell why we bought him? We have to wait and see. Again, he's starting with, Bergville, a bit of youth in midfield, also a bit of an experience in there, Palunia. Just sitting, I think him and Bergville would just sit in front of the back four, do something nice. You got Saad just playing in front of them. And then you got the three of, Kudos and Xavi Simons. I am so looking forward to watch Sammy Simons start today in the Spurs shirt. Really can't wait. But guys, I will see you in about 10 minutes' time. We've got Keith B. Chandler's not in the Champions League spots, so Frank has to blame. Yeah, that's true as well. I'm very surprised that he wasn't picked for the Champions League, to be honest. But we have to Villarreal, I think, on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. A game I'm so looking forward to. I cannot wait to do that. Big up to Johnny. He said, what's he saying here? He says, man, Colo is not played much recently, so not match fit. Yeah, do you know what? I was hoping he would start, but if he's not match fit, then he's not match fit. So we just have to take it, see what he does. He may get half an hour today as the game goes on. But guys, I will see you in 5 minutes time for the watch along. This has been Before the Whistle. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscription button if you can as well. The mighty Spurs are back. We're away to West Ham. Let's go and grab 3 points today and burst their bubbles and send them home crying to their Jilly Eels. Come on, you Spurs. And there's